Process analysis sheet. There are 49 processes documented in the PMBOK Guide 6th edition. And while many of us don't want to spend time reading them, it is important to understand the essence of each process for success on the exam. I hear from a lot of students, they don't understand the process flows. And one of the major reasons is they don't understand the processes to begin with. Because if you understand every one of the processes, and I'm not talking about reading the PMBOK guide, because you could read the PMBOK guide and still not understand the process. This sheet has been designed to help you with that, to be able to go through every process and to ask questions about those processes to find gaps. I have, what is the process? Describe it in your own words. When does it take place on the timeline? Is it before the charter, after the plan, before the plan, things like that? Where does it take place in terms of physical location? Give some examples to make this real to you. Where does the document that you will get out of this reside? Why are you doing this process? Who is responsible? Is it the project manager? Is it the team? Is it the sponsor? Is it the customer? How will this be done? When you're done with that first analysis, go into more details if you haven't already written down the name, process group, the knowledge area, then go into the unique inputs. If an input says project management plan, project document, EEF, OPA, it's not unique. You want to look for the unique mentions, if any, and those are sometimes hard to find. For example, a business case does not come up in every process. I would write business case down in this box and then put a summary of what the business case is. The same for the unique tools and techniques. So unique tools and techniques are, for example, not expert judgment. I wouldn't put that down as a unique tool and technique. I would put down things like process analysis, design for X, quality audits, and things like that. The next one here is outputs, unique output summary. Not every output is unique, so things like project management plan, except in the unique process of develop project management plan, I would not put project management plan updates here as an output. I would not put project documents updates as an output, and change requests, I would not put those down as a unique output, except the process does not have a lot of unique stuff or any unique output. For example, manage stakeholder engagement and monitor stakeholder engagement both have no unique outputs. So if you were to write down one as change requests, that would be okay. And monitor stakeholder engagement has work performance information, but it's not unique. However, there's nothing unique in the outputs. So writing that down just helps jog your memory, but that's not really what we're looking for. What we're looking for is unique outputs in processes such as validate scope. The unique output would be accepted deliverable. In the case of control quality, it would be verified deliverable. In the case of develop project charter, the unique output will be project charter and assumption log. In the case of managed project knowledge, it would be lessons learned register. So you get the idea of that. Finally, we have a column where you can write down two associated processes. So develop project charter is related to identify stakeholders because that comes after it. And then develop project management plan, because in terms of the knowledge area, that is what follows it. You could use that mindset to ask what comes next in the process group and what comes next in the knowledge area. Those could be two associated processes, but even beyond that, you could have more than two associated processes. It doesn't have to be two. It could be as many as you think is relevant for your unique study. All right. So even though I have two here, just bear in mind, it doesn't have to be two. You could have 5. For example, collect requirements is closely associated to develop project charter, closely associated to identify stakeholders, and also closely related to define scope and plan scope management, if you wanted to say that, because of the requirements management plan you get from that. So whatever you feel is relevant to your studying, you could put in these columns. What comes next? Are there any mnemonics, aha moments that you've got? You can write them down there, and you could put down any notes that you have. Okay? Any notes at all. And that really concludes our review of this process analysis sheet. I hope you found this to be helpful. Look for a link below, download it, and have fun with it. All the best in your study, and bye for now.